The game plan is brought to you by Max Jazz Games, whose game Kung Pooby you could be playing right now. Your gaming week is sorted with Kung Pooby, available now on the iOS App Store. Kung Pooby, I was going to come up with a rhyme, like the month thing, and I had nothing. So
what
if
rhymes
you could,
with Udi? Yeah, like not
Ubi.
Ubi.
Well, booby,
Nudie?
obviously.
Booby. Nudie? We're thinking of rude things.
Fluby? Is Fluby a word?
Sure. Can be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Any E. I think any E thing would be fine. But you're going to need to think up something, Max Jazz Games, when you develop the sequel to Kung Pooby. It's going to need some sort of rhyme in there.
Kung Poobia.
Kung Pooby, yes.
Kung Poobia. Yeah. Okay, let's take a look at the game plan, which is where we look at the games that come out this week so you can plan out your week in video games. Gus, can you start us off with what is dropping this week?
Sure thing. Tomorrow, Tuesday, August 10th, for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC is Black Book. Black Book is a dark RPG adventure based on Slavic myths in which you play as a young sorceress, fight evil forces in card-based battles, and explore the world where humans live alongside mythological creatures and has nothing to do about a British bookstore owned by a grumpy man.
Also coming out on Tuesday, August 10th, Godfall is coming to PlayStation 4. It was not cancelled before release. It is out. Save Aprion. You are the last of the Valerian Knights, masters of combat equipped with legendary armor called Valor Plates. Ascend in Godfall, a first of its kind looter slasher melee action RPG.
Sticking on Tuesday, still August the 10th, on Xbox Series X, S, and PC is Lawn Mowing Simulator. Experience the beauty and detail of mowing the great British countryside in Lawn Mowing Simulator, the only simulator that allows you to ride an authentic and expensive roster of real-world licensed lawnmowers from prestigious manufacturers. We're talking Toro, we're talking Skag, we're talking Steiger, as you manage your business of what I assume is lawn mowing.
Coming out on Wednesday, August 11th is Icarus to PC. It's a session-based PvE survival game for up to 8 co-op players or solo from Dean Hall, developer of PUBG and DayZ. Explore a savage alien wilderness in the aftermath of terraforming gone wrong, survive long enough to mime exotic matter, then return to orbit to craft more advanced tech. Meet your deadline or be left behind forever.
Okay, exciting. On Thursday, August 12th, on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, Stadia, and PC is Foreclosed. Foreclosed is a narrative-driven action-adventure set in a cyberpunk world filled with action, suspense, and experimental augmentations. Follow the story of Evan Kapnos in this sleek comic book-style game as he unravels the conspiracy behind his identity, Foreclosure. Who is responsible and why? Question mark.
Coming August 12th, Thursday to PC, it's Naraka Blade Point, a 60-player action battle royale offering players insane mobility, powered by parkour and grappling hook, a vast arsenal of melee and range weapons, and a roster of characters with powerful abilities. Transform yourself into a gigantic Vajra warrior and crush your enemies.
Sure.
I'm just reading what they told me to read. Well, what they wrote.
Still on Thursday, for Steam Early Access on PC is Glitchpunk. Glitchpunk is inspired by classic top-down action games. It lets you brawl, shoot, and drive your way through a dystopian future. As an android bounty hunter in a brutal world of gangs, cults, and corporations, there's plenty of work for you, so lock up, load up, and let her rip.
The Plane Effect is coming to PC, PS5, Xbox Series consoles, and Switch on Thursday, August 12th, a dystopian isometric adventure following a lonely office worker as he attempts to return home in the face of impossible odds. Experience a remarkable journey expertly brought to life with gorgeous visuals crafted and tailored by VFX experts.
It's still Thursday, and on PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch, Tetragon comes out. Tetragon is a vast, mysterious universe of unique puzzles, magical mazes, and challenges. Your goal is to move the plane realities using the spinning world gravity wisely. I think that sentence makes sense. Test your mind and guide the brave lumberjack through the scattered worlds in search of his lost son. Oh.
And finally, Hades is coming to console. PlayStation 5, the Xbox Series console, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One on Friday, August 13th. And it's also coming to Game Pass. Defy the god of the dead as you hack and slash out of the underworld in this roguelike dungeon crawler from the creators of Bastion, Transistor, and Pyre. Now you know what's dropping this week. Let us know your game plan. And let's start with Gus. What are you planning on picking up this week?
Ooh. There's quite a range of different games in this one. I kind of was really inspired by Glitchpunk. Glitchpunk looks like my kind of arcadey goodness, and so I feel like I've been playing some really recently. I've been playing some very gratifying, like short-term gratifying games that are sort of just like quick pick up and play. And I'm getting some serious, I want to say GTA 2 vibes from this.
Oh, totally.
Yeah, and I've been playing Bloodroots, I've been playing Intravenous, I've been playing a game I'll talk about this Thursday that is similarly just like quick-fire fun, and I played the hell out of GTA 2, so I feel like this could be fun, and I'm still not tired of Cyberpunk-esque games. I still think it just looks fun to play in, so yeah, this looks cool.
Yeah, I agree.
This looks crazy, I should say.
I don't know, where did this come from? Why haven't we seen more like early GTA? Obviously, we see a lot of GTA 3 plus clones. That formula has been successful and copied. But those early GTA games were a whole lot of fun.
Chinatown Wars was great. That had got amazing reviews.
Game Boy Color?
No,
Game
that
Boy
was DS.
Advance?
DS. Chinatown Wars was DS.
Oh, DS, yeah, DS.
It's such a great game.
But I will say, and this game looked fast. They still haven't worked out a way to drive super fast with like the best part of 20 meters or 10 meters ahead of you, like to go like, I don't know what's coming. So whether or not there's an auto drive or something in this, but it looks a little bit dumb fun. I hope it maybe has a bit more substance once you get into it. But yeah, exploding neon goodness. I'm in.
Yep, nice.
Peter Burns, what about you?
Tried to throw you onto the neon racing car.
There are a lot of cool looking games coming out this week. I think probably for I'll have to have two. For closed, I think looks interesting. It looks like it might be a little bit like clunky to play, but this art style is so striking that and like the idea of it being a comic book built into video game form, even in the idea that they have like these panels pop up for dialogue, it's like that's a cool way of, rather than it just being like graphic novel-y, it's a cool way of having that comic dynamic brought into a video game in an interesting way.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird that the developers pop up in the game though, like we're seeing now.
Yeah, I don't know that this is still the beta, so I'm not sure this is final release footage that the developers are there. There looks like a fair bit of like variation in kind of the gameplay, but it looks maybe a little clunky, but I'm willing to give it a shot just to kind of see how the story is told through video game medium. And the other thing that I tend to love these kinds of games, the plane effect, dark, brooding, isometric. It looks like it's going to be a harrowing journey that probably won't be too long, but designed to have a bit of impact on a short stay. So I'm keen to check that out and you gotta hope
it's got a good punch with some kind of emotion, because it is moody as. So if it doesn't execute on whatever somber was he about to crash with that some kind of somber point to it, then it can feel like a waste of time. I'm putting that on a game that I have no experience with, but I hope that it looks like it's setting itself up for a lot of feelings or a lot of mood.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a cool looking game. And I similarly, Glitchpunk, very excited for that. And I'm also excited for Hades. I own Hades. I never actually beat it. I played it a lot, but I never went through to completion.
Did you get up to Hades?
Yeah, but never did the multiple finishes that you need to get the ending.
Yeah, right.
And so it potentially coming back into the zeitgeist might just inspire me to reinstall and keep playing. But I am keen on Tetragon. I love these kind of puzzle games where it's sort of like one screen, self-contained thing, and so the answer is staring you right in the face, and you just need to figure it out. The turning world thing is a cool idea. I've always these are sort of like mobile games that I really love. It's nothing like it, but The Witness had the same sort of thing of just like, I'm looking at it, all the information that I need is right there in front of me, and all I need to do is just like look at it long enough and get it, as opposed to like, oh, there was a corner that I didn't walk behind, and therefore that meant that I haven't solved this puzzle. This is like, sometimes I just take, I remember with The Witness, sometimes I would just take a screenshot and then I would just have it on my second monitor sitting there, and sometimes I'd be working on something and I'd just look at the picture of it and go, what am I missing here? And sometimes it would just like trigger something, and then I'd go back into the game and be like, all right, this is how I finish it. So nice. This sort of like spinning puzzle thing seems super cool. So Tetragon, coming to nearly everything. So that is what our game plan is. Let us know your game plan in the Discord. How do you join the Discord? Head to backpocket.gg or patreon.com/backpocket and become a member of our wonderful Patreon community. Unlock full access to our wonderful Discord. There are just thousands of people in there who are all incredibly friendly, and that is in no small part thanks to the mods keeping everything running smoothly. But it is such a wonderful community of people, and they want to know what you're playing. So head to the Patreon and become a part of our Discord.